Tonight on the first word of 94, Arsenal super striker Ian Wright on the word sofa, Danny meets the knee-high Cosby Show star Raven Simone, we'll be unleashing Great Dane Brigitte Nielsen live, and we reveal the fake Madonna. Plus, live in the studio, there's music from Red Cross, Blaggers ITA and Disco Diva Eric.
Action Pack, welcome to the very first word of 1994. Marvellous stuff, isn't it? Action-packed, fun-filled, richer than Michael Jackson's lawyers. Fantastic.
Yes, we're out of our Christmas quarantine, and I've had my hair done specially for tonight's show. What do you think, Danny?
Oh, it's fantastic. Very original.
Yeah.
Very original compared to last time.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now, my first guest tonight is probably the world's most famous living Dane. If you don't count Peter Schmeichel, that is. She's a Hollywood actress, and she's about to host a brand new chat show over in Italy.
Danish ice maiden Brigitte Nielsen has made a career out of her silicone-enhanced body and her dangerous liaisons with men. On the big screen, she's played opposite Arnie, Sly and Eddie, and recently strode out as a prison warder in Chained Heat 2. However, it's her private life that's brought her most attention, and husband-happy Brigitte has gained a reputation as a bit of a man-eater. Well, let's hope we can find you a snack tonight, eh, Brigitte? Welcome to the Word.
That's right. Okay, thank you. Calm down. I think they're applauding me, actually.
I'd like to make an applause for the audience. I mean, guys, you're the program, lots of energy, and thank you very much for the welcome. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I think it's been over 2 years since you were last on. We'll have to stop meeting like this, really, won't we? You know, on a couch in front of TV audiences.
I guess
but I'm afraid you've got a different husband this time, fourth marriage.
No, I don't. I'm not married.
Oh.
However, I've been living together with a man, a Swiss-Italian man, for 2 years, and I had a baby 8 months ago. His name is Douglas, and I'm very happy. I have my other 2 kids there. Actually, Julian is living here part-time with his father.
And he's down here tonight, your new man.
Of course he is.
Where is he then?
He's here somewhere, but there's a lot of people here, and he's not as tall as I am, but he should be here somewhere, and he's very shy. I like to tell you. Where are you?
Where is he?
There you are. I like to tell you. I mean,
but you do have a reputation as a man-eater. I always think of you as being quite romantic in a way. Do you think it's justified, your reputation as a bit of a man-eater?
I think a reputation to the public eye is very important. I also think it's very important to take a look at the private life. I mean, how you are. I mean, a man-eater, you better ask Raoul if I'm a man-eater or not. Am I a man-eater? Yes? He said yes. Well, I don't know. I guess people say that. I think you got to look closer at your relationship, have a good time. Being respectful, honest, have lots of fun. Treat your kids good and have a good business and press on life, have some good parties. And
what about...
That's what life is all about. Good music.
What about faithfulness, though? Because there was this naughty story knocking around before Christmas that you were caught kissing Mickey Rourke in Miami.
That's so obnoxious. It's totally ridiculous. First of all, because I haven't been back to the States for about a year, and people like me and other people like me can take into consideration, okay, you say you're going to sue it because I've got 3 sons, I've got a man that I live with that I'm deeply respectful of, and I think that's totally unfair. Had I been there and they goes, okay, we snapped the photo and it looks like this and that, cool, okay, it's up to discussion, but I have not been in Miami and I haven't been there, and people tend to take advantage of the image that people give you or that you represent. So Miami, I wasn't there, and I hardly don't even know Mickey Rourke. I met him about 6 or 7 years ago.
Well, why has that kind of, you know, the American press especially and the Hollywood establishment? They seem
I don't think you should say American press. I think you should take a good look at the English to start with. Hey, hell!
I'd say blame the Americans. I'd rather blame the Americans.
That's not fair. I mean, I think the Americans stole from the English. They learned a little bit and picked up, and they are pressing on with the paparazzi right and left. I mean, that's what they do. That's how they make a living.
Have they got a downer on you at the moment, though?
No, I don't think so, because I haven't been in Hollywood for about a year. I'm about to start a talk show in 4 weeks. I'm based in Switzerland, in Lugano, which is about 45 minutes away from the studio where I'll be working. My main interest is my kids, and Raoul, and myself, and to maintain, basically, I think, in a healthy attitude, to be at home and to work and be successful and be everything that you can be, but not forget any of the two. And I think one day you're all going to feel the same way as I do. I've done a lot of experience. Hey, don't interrupt me.
I wasn't interrupting.
What's this thing all about? I'm just saying, how dare he?
Listen, no, but I've got something nice to show you, though, now.
Oh, I certainly...
Right, listen. Well, you've had a few problems with fans yourself. I mean, what about this guy in Italy who tried to kiss you or something? What happened there?
No, it was a guy that's basically been following me everywhere I go. This guy shows up, and he shows up in the middle of the audience and jumps on stage and freaks out, basically. But I think problems much more seriously than that have been younger fans in the age of 15, 16, and 17 that I end up dealing with their parents because they forget school, they take a motorcycle, they might have an accident, you run into situations where you basically got to tell the kids that...
but you've never punched one of them like you did this guy?
No, punched... I couldn't.
Well, show me what you did to him. If I can like that. What was it you did to him? I think I'd rather...
Anyway, if you stand up, I can show you, because he was...
On the same height.
Kneel down a bit. It was about this thing, and I said, don't you ever, okay? It was basically like that.
I think I'd rather be punched. I'm sure there's loads of people out there who'd love to do that to me. Listen, Christmas may have been and gone now, but... Our Mark's out in the wild somewhere with 3 people who are hoping that they're going to win a prize which Santa failed to deliver this year. Mark.
Well, tonight we're going to bring you a game show with a difference. We've brought 3 beautiful people out to the beautiful wilds of Surrey to the Beadle Scrapyard to play Win or Weep. As Surrey said, you might have got exactly what you wanted for Christmas, but these 3 contestants didn't. And we brought them here tonight with some dream prizes. But as you know in life, there are always winners and there are always losers. They brought along their prized possessions and they're going to gamble those against the dream prizes that we've got here for them. Stu, you don't look very happy about that, but it's going to happen. So let's meet the contestants. Jason.
Hey.
Let's say hello to 19-year-old Jason from County Durham. Studying to become a science teacher, his pride and joy is his Amiga 1200, which he's using to help him achieve his ambition. He's putting his hard-earned computer on the line and dreaming of a high-tech hard drive printer and monitor.
I worked all summer cleaning cars to get this computer. It means the world to me. I wouldn't part with it for anyone. But I'm willing to gamble this because I think the gamble's worth it. But God, I hope I win.
So, Jason's from Bishop Auckland and he's going to pit his prized, what is it, an Amiga computer? With a sticker of Keanu Reeves on the side, which you probably can't see, but it's caused us endless enjoyment here, against a brand new Commodore computer. And if you lose, Jason, sadly, this is going to be smashed up with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, I know.
Our next contestant is Tanya. Meet 20-year-old Tanya Mayers, who works in a bingo hall in Southend and collects gorillas. A keen cook, she's just moved into her first flat, and like any first home, it's a bit barren. But Tanya's prepared to gamble her only piece of furniture for a luxurious leather 3-piece suite.
If I lose this sofa, I'll be extremely gutted. I've had a lot of good times on this sofa. good memories. I've slept on it. It's the only piece of furniture I've got, but it's worth the risk, I think.
So, Tanya is from Southend and she's going to gamble her prized possession, and let's face it, her only possession, this sofa which she occasionally sleeps on, for a brand new three-piece suite.
Thanks.
You don't look very happy about that, but anyway, our final contestant is Barry. This is 24-year-old Barry Slater. He's an advertising sales manager from Middlesex. The two great loves of his life are his car and his missus, who's expecting their first baby in July. Barry wants to win £500 worth of nursery gear for the baby, and he's prepared to gamble his beloved Mini.
I only paid £450 for this car, but I am very, very attached to it.
And I'm really touched that he's given up his car for our baby.
Now, Barry, this car may have only cost £450, but there's a lot of sentimental value, isn't there?
It's pretty much irreplaceable. We had a lot of fun, probably too much, because we're now in a position of needing all this baby gear.
So that's what Barry's gambling. Barry's gambling his Mini, is it a Mini 1000?
Mini 1000.
Mini 1000 for some baby gear because he's got a baby on the way. And when's it due?
In July.
It's due in July. So that's our three contestants. They've all gambled their prized possessions and they could get some dream prizes, or they could have their prized possessions smashed and left to rot in this beautiful scrapyard in the heart of Surrey. Join us later to find out who will win and who will weep. Terry.
Oh, brilliant. And the only real winner is us in the ratings war, and we're laughing all the way to the... Well, we're weeping all the way to the bank, I should say. After the break, we meet Arsenal and England super striker Ian Wright, because we've got music from Red Cross. But before the break, here's a little bit of gossip for you.
Gossip. Just popped out. This week's big news happened on Wednesday, when actor and animal-loving Buddhist Richard Gere opened the Harrods sale, an event transmitted live on BBC's Good Morning Anne and Nick. But not everyone was complimentary about this Hollywood super-hunk. Just what did Harrods boss Mohammed Al-Fayed mean?
How was Richard Gere? It was fantastic. I tried to get him here, as a matter of fact, but he preferred to go to the bed.
By people.
No, he preferred to go to the bed departments, because we have the greatest collection of hamsters. And
you wouldn't get that on Richard and Judy.
Absolutely baffled here.
Why?
Well, anyway, Danny and...
You like hamsters?
Yes, go on.
Yeah.
That's what we've heard.
Spread the word. Which of these four men said, "I'm socially acceptable now. I'm not the Viking pig I used to be"? Was it Julian Clary, Mel Gibson, Oliver Reed, or Gary Webster? Find out after the break. We asked you which of these four men said, "I'm socially acceptable now. I'm not the Viking pig I used to be." And the answer is Mel Gibson.
Now, I should say, this is about time we've had something like this on, because 4 years I've been doing the word now, and I'm glad to say that my next guest tonight is a master of the beautiful game itself. And I suppose his glamour and goals are as much a subject of discussion off the field as they are on the field. Take a look at this.
Arsenal striker Ian Wright is a legend on and off the pitch. Snapped up for £2.5 million in 1990, he's always the right man in the right place. And when St Gary retired, England found a new all-singing and dancing hero. So far this season, he's bagged 23 goals. Still found time to release his own single and head Nike's new ad campaign. Welcome to the Word, Ian.
OK, got to feel good at... Ian.
So?
Get out. No, only messing. Listen, you know, people actually now say that Ian Wright is Arsenal, but you actually came late into football, didn't you? Professional football. Why was that?
Well, I didn't get spotted till late, because I was quite small when I was younger, so they thought I wasn't going to make it. So I'm pleased that I did in the end. I'm embarrassed a lot of people.
Oh, right, what, you embarrassed by making it big?
Well, I wouldn't say big, but just by making it, you know. They always said I was too small to make it. So eventually I did, and, you know, a lot of people eating a lot of humble pie.
Do you think that's one of the things that's wrong with the British game, is like when you're at school, they always tend to pick kids who are 6 foot when they're 12?
When I was younger, they did. When I was younger, they picked players who were massive, you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with
we can't see what you look like.
Wrong with
hey, he's an handsome guy as well, isn't he?
There's nothing wrong with bigger players, but like players like myself will catch them up at some stage if they give the little players a chance.
Yeah, well, was football your first love?
Yeah, without a doubt, yeah. I played cricket and basketball. I was too small for basketball, obviously, but like football was the main one.
Hey, now what about this music career that you've been trying to carve out for yourself? Do the right thing with Chris Lark, the Pet Shop Boys. I mean, did he approach you to do that?
Yeah, you know, it was kind of like he's an Arsenal fan, you know, so we kind of met halfway, and you know, I had a lot of fun making it. You know, it was really good.
Shouldn't you have done a song instead of Do the Right Thing? You know, We Were Never Being Boring.
Well, people are going to say that about us anyway, but no, we'll just show them the trophy cabinet, you know what I mean? We would always have some silverware in there.
Even though you were banging a lot of goals in for Arsenal, there was this thing where you weren't being picked for the England team at one time, and a lot of it seemed to stem from the press, you know, saying that you were a bit of a bad boy. I mean, where do you think you were a bit of a bad boy on the football field?
The press, they've got their own... they like to build people up in the way they want to build them. But the thing is, they can do what they want. They can build me up to be whatever they want, you know. Like, as long as the kids, at the end of the day, you know, I do soccer camps with kids and that, and they still like me and they still like what I do. And, you know, so the press can write what they want, really. You know, as long as the
the feeling, yeah.
That's right.
I mean, you were always in trouble with, like, refs and everything, weren't you?
Yeah, because, if I'm going to be totally honest, sometimes the refs, they get on my nerves, man, you know what I mean? You know, sometimes they get a bit carried away with the game, the bigness of the game, or, you know, they want to show that they're the ones in charge, you know, and it's a bit of an ego thing. You know, it's hard for me sometimes to let them get away with that. You know, I don't like that.
Anything out of line, though, on Monday against Millwall with Arsenal, you'll be marching off the pitch, won't you? George Graham will go mad at you for that. Now, you've scored loads of goals for Arsenal, but what is it about England? Why is it you always seem well, you never seem to be able to bang them in until the San Remo game? I know. Hang on.
It's not through the lack of trying. You know, sometimes, you know, you get picked and you have to play in a certain way. Where, you know, I was doing a lot of work on the wings to get crosses in for midfield players was coming in. And I think my game, you know, that didn't benefit me. But, you know, when you're playing for England, you can't say, listen, I don't want to do that role. I want to play in the middle where I can score the goals. You know, if you get a chance to play for England, you got to take it, man.
What player would you have liked to see in the England team to make you score more goals?
Peter Beardsley.
Enough said. Hey, you're going to stick around. You haven't mentioned Paul Ince yet, but I'm sure you'll get his name in a bit later on, and I want me free tickets as well for Old Trafford. OK, now it's over to, well, I suppose the game show to end all game shows with our Mark. This is called Weep or Win. Mark.
And yes, welcome back to Weep or Win. Just to remind you, our three contestants have gambled their most valuable possessions against some dream prizes. And there can only be one winner, which means that the two unfortunate losers, I don't know why I pointed to you two, it might not be you two, it might be you two, it could be a combination of any, will unfortunately have to have their valued possessions smashed in front of us and left to rot in this beautiful scrapyard in Surrey. Now, the first round is a game of skill, general knowledge and tactics. In front of each player is a line of tiles, and the aim of the game is to get to the end of this line of tiles. I don't know why I'm telling you, Barry, because they're involved in this round, they're not really listening. So you got to listen to this, because these are important rules. Get to the end of the line of tiles. For each correct answer you give me, you can move forward 2 spaces. For each incorrect answer, 1 space. Now, what you don't want to do is step on a red tile. If you get anywhere near a red tile, be very careful, because a red tile means you're out of the game immediately. If miraculously, and I don't think this is going to happen, if someone gets to the end, then whoever's furthest back is a loser. So remember the tactics, that if you're, say, 2 steps away from a red tile, you don't want to get the question right, because then you'll be out of the game. So, back to our contestants. Barry's our first contestant, and just to remind you, Barry is gambling his beloved Mini 1000 for some Mothercare baby stuff, because Barry's going to be a father. Or, in fact, probably is, technically, in a way now. Because, Barry, you've done the dirty deed, haven't you? But, Barry, your first question is, what is the capital of France?
Paris.
It was a tough one, but there you go, 2 steps. Tanya. Tanya's from Southend, and Tanya's gambling her only possession, which is a sofa, for a World of Leather 3-piece suite. Tanya, who is the Prime Minister?
John Major.
John Major, well done. They're not very hard questions, though, are they? And finally, Jason. Jason has got his picture of Keanu Reeves, and there's a computer somewhere near it as well, which he's gambling for a Commodore computer and some hardware. So, Jason, what is a leather coat made of?
Leather.
Well done, Jason. So, at the end of that first go, all our contestants are on level pegging. They're all on 2. So let's go on to round 2, which is a round on greediness, which you should all be experts on. Barry, which legendary character had everything he touched turned to gold?
Midas.
Midas, well done. King Midas?
King Midas.
Yeah, but you might have known him before that. Excuse me. Tanya, which famous meanie was visited by 3 ghosts at Christmas?
Scrooge.
What was his first name? Oh, go on, it was Ebenezer, but there you go. They're not very good, are they? And Jason, who travelled to London because he thought that the streets were paved with gold?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, then you only go forward 1 space. It was Dick Whittington.
Of course.
Of course, yes. Easy to say that now. And the third round, and it looks like one of you might well be out on this round. Round 3 is about things that happened this week. Which Conservative minister was in the news this week after an affair caused him to resign?
Yeo.
What's his first name?
Tim.
Timothy, I'll let you go on that, so you've got 2. Tanya, always looking scarier and scarier for Jason, isn't it? And he worked all summer to get that computer. Tanya, which TV programme celebrated its 30th birthday this week? No, I'm afraid you don't know, so you go forward 1 square! I thought everyone would know that. Obviously, it's much harder up here than it is at home. So move forward onto your square, Tanya. I'm sorry. It's our only possession as well. But we're not going to destroy it yet. First of all, let's have another quick look at that lovely sofa. Tanya, take a last loving look at your first and only piece of furniture. It stood by you, it supported your friends, you've even slept on it. And now it's time to say goodbye. Tanya, get out of the way. Tanya's got an hysterical. You were supposed to be going, oh my God, but Tanya's got hysterical. Tanya, there it goes. Cue the Demolition Men! Take it away! Tanya, come on, shoulder to cry on. Shoulder to cry on, Tanya. Come on, have a look. Show the people at home how distraught you are. She didn't think she was going to lose. She was so cocky, and it was such an easy question. Top of the pot. Everyone knows that. But anyway, the people who are going on, Barry and Jason, will be going up in the 3rd round, and they're going to win or weep.
Well, actually, I think a few people were going to bring their girlfriend or boyfriend along for that. But aren't you a bit of a gambler yourself, Bridget?
In what sense? In a casino or in life? In a casino or in life?
Well, I thought you gamble in a casino, about 25 grand.
No way.
Oh, right. Maybe they got that wrong in the press as well.
I like to gamble in life every now and then, but casino's not really my taste.
OK, good one. Listen, we'll see you after the break. We've got more goodies for you. See you then. And the grand final, of course, of Win or Weep.
Word. Which part of a famous celebrity are we looking at? Find out after the break. Spread the word. We asked you which part of a famous celebrity are we looking at? And the answer is Billy Idol's beautiful bottom.
And welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, that's what Friday night is, the word. Still with us, the beautiful Bridget Nielsen.
Thank
Lovely.
you very
Great
much.
stuff. And, oh, he's all right, I suppose, isn't he? Ian Wright. It's great to have you on, actually. You've not scored tonight, though, have you? Because you brought your missus along with you.
That's right, yeah.
Good man, good man. Good man yourself. Listen, still to come tonight, we've got an embarrassing episode from the past of EastEnders Sharon Watts, you know, the old barmaid. But first, I should introduce you to a 7-year-old girl who is a massive, massive star over in Los Angeles. And our Danny's been over to Los Angeles to meet up with her. Have a look at this.
Meet Raven-Symoné, better known as Olivia, the lovable Huxtable from The Cosby Show. Raven-Symoné is the most famous 7-year-old in America. So far this year, the preteen tycoon has appeared in a Walt Disney Muppet special, the Alex Haley miniseries Queen, and is currently starring in the new sitcom smash Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Don't worry, I have a talk with her about this eavesdropping thing.
I caught up with the pint-sized wonder to see how she copes with being a 7-year-old superstar.
So what do you like about being famous?
I love being famous because you get to fly all around the world and you get to meet lots of famous people.
And who have you met?
Michael Jackson, Patti LaBelle, Chaka Khan, and a lot of famous actors.
So have you met Macaulay Culkin or any other child stars?
Yeah, I met Macaulay Culkin at FEO Sports thing, and I saw The Good Son. It was good. Yes!
What's your routine every day?
What's my routine every day? Well, the first thing that's in all this every day is all I do is have fun.
When Raven goes to school, it's for earning, not learning. But when she's not filming in the TV studio, Raven is on the road promoting her debut album by touring inner-city schools. And the driving force behind this promotion is Chris, her ever-present dad. The knee-high homegirl soon had the kids rocking in the aisles as part of a community program. But these are benefit gigs with a difference. Her flyers promote a message to stay in school and in your spare time help sell those records.
Are you gonna call the radio station?
Why do you think it's important to do schools?
Because that's the ones that help you buy your record and stuff. And they had a record store next to it, so I went there and I signed some autographs.
She's only tiny, but when it comes to playing the publicity game, she's massive. Even I had to wait in line. This is one mini mogul who knows exactly what the bottom dollar is. Not that she's seeing them yet.
How much pocket money do you get and what do you spend it on?
Well, I can't get my money until I'm 18.
Oh.
But for
You're
now...
wise in investing it.
But for now, my mommy and dad let me have some of their money.
So do you have a boyfriend? No.
No.
Don't like boys?
I like boys. I have a lot of friends that are boys, but I can't have one, my dad said.
At the ripe old age of 7, she's shedding her sugar and spice image to get down and dirty on the dance floor with her debut album, Here's to New Dreams. Don't know about Raven, she's raving.
And what was that like?
It was fun. We filmed it in New York and it has lots of different scenes. It has Janet Jackson scene, Madonna scene, and this is what I made of. Michael Jackson, actually. It was Michael Jackson. What are little girls made of?
In your case, Raven, how much you've made is top secret, but it does seem that everything you touch turns to gold.
Spread the word.
And now for that special bit that my mum always switches off for.
Mine too. Yep, it's definitely that moment for people with strong hearts and even stronger stomachs. Another sad hopeful gets her taste of TV immortality. And you too could be a hopeful. All you have to do is write to this address, The Hopefuls, P.O. Box 2781, London E14. But remember, you have to do absolutely anything to get on the box.
Welcome to the Hopefuls, people who said they'd do anything to get on television. Tonight's hopeful is Josina from Liverpool. She claims to have only one fear, arachnophobia. So we asked her to lie back and take it easy with 8 bird-eating spiders.
I'll do almost anything to be on telly.
Well done, Josina. You're a star. Listen. Awful, awful. Look, we're going to chat about something, but it's something that I did want to ask you, and I know that it is bad, because you shouldn't really mention Sly Stallone. I know you get sick of being asked about it.
I love the audience. I'm pressing out over here. Let's get some music happening. Let's
No,
I'm pressing out of here. That's it. Coming with me? All right, let's go.
Sit, Bridget, you can't do that to me.
No, okay.
No, you're the only one who's qualified. This is a naked picture of Sly Stallone that we can't show, and apparently people are saying in the States that he's had his digits extended. Now, has he?
Honestly, to tell you, I don't remember.
He obviously hasn't, if you can't remember. That's fair enough. Well, that's that.
Sorry.
That is all, actually, that I wanted to know. Now, do you remember that old adage in life that sometimes
Anyway,
you've got
I
to
think
be...
the best thing you should do is to maybe call him and ask him yourself.
I'd be too shy.
No, you wouldn't.
All right. Listen, that old adage in life, sometimes you've got to be cruel to be cruel, and that's certainly the case in our grand finale now of Win or Weep. Mark.
Oh, yes, welcome back to Win or Weep. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. That's enough. As you know, all our contestants are gambling their prized possessions to get the prize of their dreams. Already you saw Tanya have a beautiful sofa, completely demolished, and still in the game we've got Jason, who's got his computer, which is gambling against another computer, and Barry, who's got his Mini 1000, and he's gambling that against some beautiful stuff for his forthcoming baby next July, and we're all looking forward to that, Barry. And will you come back on the show?
Yeah, if you
No,
want.
you won't, pal. Anyway, what we've done at The Word is research exactly how greedy these two people are. And we've got some facts about both of you. I'll be asking Jason questions about Barry and vice versa, and the answers are going to be either A or B. If you get 3 questions right, it's demolition time, basically. Every time you get a question right, you have to send one of the men, the demolition man, one step closer. So after 3 correct questions, one of you, sadly, is going to be out of the game. Let's toss a coin to see who goes first. So, Jason, you cool?
Tails.
It is, in fact, heads. You can't see that, but you'll have to trust me on that. So, Barry, you go first. So, you're going to send your opponent's prized computer off to the scrapyard. But we're already in the scrapyard, so it doesn't make any difference. Anyway, Barry, like all students, Jason finds it hard to get by on his grant. How much money did Jason go overdrawn in his first term at college? Was it A, £1,000 or B, £500?
1,000.
Oh, I'm afraid it was £500. Jason's grinning away there. So, Jason, a question about Barry. Barry hates people parking on his driveway. Doesn't he just look the sort? When he discovered a car parked in his space, did he A, smash the car up, or B, demand a parking fee?
A.
It was, in fact, A, he smashed the car up. And what does that mean? That means that the demolition man moves one step further towards Barry's car. And it's going to be smashed up by that smasher truck. So, he's in position. Let's see what happens. Barry, after sneaking into his college bop for nothing... College bop? Who writes these sort of things? This is the 60s. After sneaking into his college... What do you call them nowadays? Your college disco, I should imagine.
Bop.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you wrote this then. Jason has a special drinking technique. He doesn't like to pay. Does he A, buy 1 pint at the beginning of the evening and then spend the rest of the night topping up his pint with the other people's dregs? Or B, suggest that his friends buy 4 rounds at once to save queuing at the bar in the hope that everyone will get too drunk to notice that he hasn't bought one?
A.
Sadly, it was B. Not doing too well,
Only
are you?
once.
Sorry?
Only once.
Yeah, you only send them up once and they get
Yeah,
4
that's
rounds. Yeah. So, here's another one for Jason about Barry. Barry's idea of an office prank is A, photocopying his genitalia, and I think we know what we're talking about there, or B, putting pubic hair in someone's coffee.
B.
It is, in fact, B. You know so much about this, man. It does stand out a mile, though, doesn't it? I'm not talking about Sylvester Stallone. So, Mr. Demolition Man, rev up your engine. What a great game. Barry, it's already there. Barry, a question. It doesn't look like you're going to win, does it? Let's face it. A question about Jason. On Jason's 19th birthday, his school pals ran a book on time he would kiss the girl he fancied. Although she chased him around the house all night, did Jason A, secretly snog her in the back garden and split the winnings with her on a slap-up date, or B, break her heart by avoiding her all night and pocketed the £15 sweepstake to put towards his computer?
B.
It was, in fact, B, so, sadly, Demolition Man 1 step towards the computer. Mind you, the car could go this time, Jason, so a quick question about Barry. To avoid buying any Christmas presents this year, did Barry A, claim he'd become a Buddhist, or B, spend the whole holiday skiing in France?
B.
It was in fact B. Which means, Jason, you're the winner, which to me is a very positive thing. But whenever there's a winner, there's always a loser. And it's going to be Barry. We're going to see what his car was like before, and in a minute we're going to see what happens.
Yes, Barry, let's take a last look at your Mini. You've driven in it, courted in it, who knows, your child could even have been conceived in it. And now it's time to say goodbye.
Jason, well done. We've got no more time for you. You've won your computer. You're such a happy man. He worked all summer for his other computer, and he's got that one, and he's got another one, and you've done your little bit on the show. But Barry, far more importantly, we're going to smash your car up. And I think it's only fair, Jason, if you give the cue.
Go for it.
Go on, smash that Mini away. Oh! No, don't swear. Come on, man. Not only... No. I feel like Jeremy Bentham, it feels good. Not only have you lost the car, but you've lost the baby stuff. Take a Polaroid of the car just to remember it when you leave. Take a Polaroid of the baby care stuff as well. So, we've got a winner, which is Jason. More importantly, we've got a loser, which is Barry. And Barry, turn round. Let's have a look at your face. You knew the rules, didn't you, when you agreed to play Win or Win?
Whoa. You know, I'm not kidding, I feel... What do you think, Ian?
That's terrible, man. That's scandalous.
That is like hardship.
I could have said they were going to smash it up and just come back to the studio.
All right, listen, I've got to say thanks for coming in. I found crying myself, really. And good luck again. Well, I don't know. Good luck anyway. And thank you very much for coming in, Brigitte.
Thank you.
It's lovely to see you again. See you soon.
The Italian.
Join us next week because we're going to have the hottest romance, Beth and Margaret from Brookside. Music from Inspire Carpet. And now we have...
Yes,